We are live. My name is David, and this is a 5-minute run-through for this evening's Hughes Hall Academic Evening presentation, and I'm using Poplet. The title of my presentation is, if I could get to it, Professional Identities of Educational Technology Specialists. That's me and my website. Let's talk about the background of these educational technology specialists. They are based in schools. They are not teachers in a traditional sense. They are not technicians. They are not students. They have a very specific role in schools to support primarily the teaching and learning aspect of technology, not to maintain or repair equipment, but to work with school stakeholders to change teaching and learning practices and learning outcomes through technology. We see a lot of different job titles for this role. And why are there so many job titles? Why isn't there a teacher level? And this is because the job is emergent. And we can see that roles, this is based on a literature review, the roles to support technology coincide with the awareness of technology in a school, in particular the degree to which technology is integrated into a school's curriculum or curricula. And there are parallels there. They are not perfect or discrete, but there is some kind of correlation. So in studying these people in schools, this emergent role, my research question is what are the identities of pedagogical technologists in schools in Asia? And I will briefly go over these 3 words. After a literature review, I defined professional identity in terms of competence, knowing something, performance, action based on knowledge, and recognition, you and other people recognizing the performance that comes from competence, and ultimately we have professional identity. And this does not exist in a vacuum, it actually exists in a community where there are norms, a shared repertoire, a particular purpose. So how did I collect data? I interviewed some PTs. Then I interviewed them again with some other people. I looked at documents and observations. These top layers triangulate or support the data that I find from primary interviews, and if they don't, then I think of rival explanations. So I started with the base and then worked my way up to the top. Ultimately, I developed 3 cases of PTs in international schools in Asia, and we have one, Steve, who's a new pedagogical technologist, so he's trying to be recognized as one. And then we have an experienced pedagogical technologist who's trying to change the norms of community, trying to change the performances for recognition. She's developing a counter recognition. And then we have another person who, to a degree, is also trying to change the understanding of what a PT is or how it's identified, at least in his school. So after I developed these 3 cases, I revised my theoretical framework to include some of the findings, and we see that professional identity is interlinked with experience and gender identity as well, and that was an important finding. So now we're going to go through certain elements of some of the shared repertoire. So what are some of the performances and competences that are recognized in the community? This shows us that people are interlinked. These PTs are involved in many organizations. They are social networkers. They work for or participate in a variety of events, etc. Okay, I think that's about it for my run through. That took about 5 minutes. I'll have another 10 minutes to present, and we'll see how